They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
25, Melvin Gordon, the ball.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Locke going to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing fourth down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
That's good.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Hamler now to return it. So thanks to the... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A near nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
At the Broncos' 5-yard line.
Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Bridgewater. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it?
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, 17 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they want. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it all.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for DJ Moore.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Packers 7, Panthers nothing.
1st down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 16 yards, a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
3 yards. 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And again, it's Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Intended for Chris Manhurst.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
DJ Moore.
That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Joey Slye.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Gross Matos. Teddy Bridge.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Joey Slye.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jackson now to return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Derek Brown. Teddy Bridgewater sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Carolina.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore. As time expires in the first half, and the Panthers add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 15.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Tackle made.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
the line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Carolina, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn.
Haskins pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got a man. That's Quinn. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. They run high. And he'll go. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, Haskins. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Third down. Here's Haskins. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Expressway.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
21-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last fall. Here's Christian McCaffrey.
He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Quinn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He was looking for Trey Quinn that time.
And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Game 1 short. Teddy Bridgewater sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Carolina.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Washington, nothing.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
He was tackle made by Chase Young. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
3rd quarter with the score Panthers 14. Washington.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Joey Slye.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6.
McCaffrey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is good.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Derek Brown.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
20-yard line.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Panthers, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, Joey Sly to kick off. It's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And incomplete to open things up.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play 1 and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, Saints.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And bulldozing through multiple tackles.
Good for a Carolina.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Saints, nothing.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Pushing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
He was brought down by Kiko Alonso. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand the situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So a lot lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
It's the score, Panthers 17.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel.